Hello, fellow soap opera aficionados. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest channel, your ultimate source for all the juicy twists, heart-wrenching betrayals, and electrifying comebacks from the world of Days of Our Lives. It's us, your dedicated team of drama enthusiasts, diving deep into the swirling vortex of passion, intrigue, and family feuds that define Salem's most iconic residents. Today, we're zeroing in on one of the show's most volatile and unforgettable characters, the one and only Sami Brady. Oh, Sami, where do we even begin? She's the queen of chaos, the mistress of manipulation, and the heartbeat of so many unforgettable storylines. And guess what? She's making her grand reentrance next week. But hold on to your seats, because this isn't just any return. Rumors are swirling like a Salem storm that she might be waltzing back into town, with a brand new husband in tow. Could it be true? Will wedding bells ring amid the rubble of old rivalries? Let's unpack this bombshell together, step by dramatic step, and explore what could be one of the most explosive comebacks in recent memory. First things first, let's set the stage for Sami's triumphant, or should we say tumultuous, return. As devoted viewers know all too well, Sami Brady has been absent from the Salem scene for what feels like an eternity, leaving a void that's been filled with everything from corporate power plays to forbidden romances. But absence hasn't made the heart grow fonder. If anything, it's amplified the anticipation. We've all been on the edge of our couches, wondering when this firecracker of a woman would burst back into our lives. Well, the wait is over. Sources close to the production have confirmed that Sami is indeed slated to reappear next week, and the timing couldn't be more perfect or perilous. Salem is already a powder keg of emotions, with family ties fraying, secrets bubbling to the surface, and alliances shifting like sand. Sami's return is like throwing gasoline on an already raging fire. Will she come as a peacemaker or a provocateur? History suggests the latter, and we're here for every sizzling second of it. To kick things off, let's rewind a bit and recall how this all started. It began with a simple phone calling that sent shockwaves through the DiMera household and beyond. Sami, ever the strategist, reached out to her son Johnny via phone to drop the bombshell: she's coming home soon. Imagine the scene: Johnny, perhaps lounging in the opulent DiMera mansion, his phone buzzing with an incoming call from a number he hasn't seen in ages. His heart races as he answers, hearing his mother's voice, strong, unyielding, laced with that signature Sami sass. "Johnny, darling," she might have purred, her tone a mix of maternal warmth and calculated coolness. "It's time. I'm coming back to Salem." Johnny, caught off guard, stammers through questions about why now. What's changed? But Sami deflects with her usual flair, promising revelations that will shake things up. This call isn't just a courtesy. It's a harbinger of the drama to come. Johnny, torn between loyalty to his family and the magnetic pull of his mother's charisma, hangs up with a whirlwind of emotions. Excitement? Dread? A bit of both? Absolutely. And as word spreads through Salem's grapevine beckets, nothing stays secret in this town. The buzz begins. Sami's back. Buckle up. But Sami isn't returning just to sip coffee at the Brady pub or catch up on old times. Oh no, she's got an agenda, and it's as multifaceted as her personality. One of her primary motivations: meeting her newborn grandchild. Yes, you heard that right, Sami is now a grandmother, a role that adds layers of complexity to her already intricate character. Picture this: the hospital room or the cozy nursery where the tiny bundle of joy lies, innocent and unaware of the familial fireworks about to erupt. Sami, with her impeccable timing, sweeps in like a force of nature. Her eyes, those piercing blue orbs that have stared down enemies and lovers alike, soften for a moment as she gazes upon the child. "My little angel," she whispers, cradling the baby with a tenderness that contrasts sharply with her reputation. But even in this heartfelt moment, drama lurks. Who is the grandchild's parent? Is it through Johnny or another of her offspring? The show has teased connections to ongoing storylines, perhaps linking back to the turbulent relationships involving the DiMeras and the Bradys. Sami's presence here isn't just about bonding, it's about staking our claim in the family legacy. She'll coo over the baby, yes, but she'll also whisper words of wisdom or warning to the parents, reminding them of the Brady resilience and the dangers of DiMera deceit. This scene alone could span episodes, building emotional depth while planting seeds for future conflicts. Will the grandchild's arrival heal old wounds, or will Sami's involvement reopen them? The possibilities are endless and endlessly dramatic. Of course, no Sami storyline would be complete without a dash of corporate intrigue and personal vendettas. Enter E.J. DiMera, Sami's ex-husband and eternal sparring partner. Their history is a saga unto its affectionate love affairs, bitter divorces, custody battles that tore families apart. E.J., suave and scheming as ever, has been holding court in his office at DiMera Enterprises, plotting his next move in the endless game of power. But Sami has other plans. She's set to ambush him there, catching him off guard in the heart of his domain. Visualize the tension, EJ, immaculately dressed in a tailored suit, poring over documents under the glow of his executive desk lamp. The door bursts open, no knock, no warning, and there stands Sami, radiant and resolute, her heels clicking authoritatively on the marble floor. "Miss me, EJ," she quips, her smile a weapon sharper than any knife. EJ's face cycles through shock, anger, and perhaps a flicker of lingering affection. What follows is a verbal sparring match for the age's accusations flying, old grievances resurfaced. All while the undercurrent of unresolved chemistry simmers beneath. Sami might reveal snippets of her life away from Salem, hinting at adventures and heartbreaks that have shaped her anew. But the real ambush? It's not just physical, it's emotional. She's there to confront him about past sins, perhaps tied to the grandchild or broader family matters. EJ, ever the master manipulator, counters with his own barbs. But Sami holds the upper hand this time. This encounter could redefine their dynamic, setting the stage for alliances or all-out war. Fans, get ready for dialogue that's witty, wounding, and utterly addictive. As if that weren't enough to keep us glued to our screens. The real fireworks ignite at a lavish party thrown in Salem's social circles. Parties and days of our lives are never just gatherings. They're battlegrounds where secrets explode and lives change forever. This one is no exception. Imagine the setting, a glittering ballroom adorned with crystal chandeliers, tables laden with gourmet hors d'oeuvres and guests mingling in designer attire. Laughter echoes, glasses clink, and the air hums with anticipation. But then Sami arrives fashionably late, of course turning heads and dropping jaws. She's a vision in a stunning gown, perhaps red to symbolize her fiery spirit. Her hair cascading in waves that scream confidence. The festive atmosphere, so carefully cultivated, begins to crack as she takes center stage. With a dramatic flair honed from years of Salem scandals, Sami clinks her glass to command attention. "Everyone," she announces, her voice cutting through the chatter like a thunderclap. "I have something important to share." The room falls silent, breaths held in collective suspense. What could it be? A confession? A revelation? Something even more earth-shattering? Here's where the drama reaches fever pitch. Sami is about to unveil her engagement. Yes, dear viewers, our Sami has found love again, or at least a partnership that's bound to ruffle feathers. The announcement hits like a bombshell, spoiling the merry mood and sending ripples of shock through the crowd. Gasps echo, whispers erupt, and eyes dart to EJ, whose face might betray a mix of jealousy and intrigue. But the burning question on everyone's lips, who is the lucky guy? The show has been teasing possibilities, and we're here to speculate wildly because that's half the fun. Could it be an old flame reignited, someone from Sami's storied past? Or, and this is where it gets deliciously diabolical, might it be an old enemy of EJ's? Think about it, Salem is rife with characters who've crossed paths with the Damaras in explosive ways. Perhaps it's Lucas Horton's Sami's on-again, off-again love, bringing back the classic triangle with EJ. Or what if it's someone more unexpected, like Rafe Hernandez, adding layers of betrayal to the mix? The rumors suggest a figure from EJ's rogues gallery, maybe a business rival or a long-forgotten foe, who's now allied with Sami for mutual gain. Imagine the drama if it's someone like Stefano's long-lost associate, or a character from the Alamein family tree. The engagement ring glistens under the lights as Sami describes her whirlwind romance, painting pictures of exotic locales, passionate nights, and a connection that feels right this time. But is it genuine love, or a strategic move in Sami's endless chess game? The party descends into chaos, toasts turn tense, alliances shift, and old grudges resurface. EJ might storm out, or confront her publicly, leading to a shouting match that clears the room. Meanwhile, other characters, Belle, Brady, Nicole, react in ways that tie into their own arcs, weaving Sami's return into the broader tapestry of Salem life. Let's delve deeper into Sami's character to understand why this return feels so monumental. Sami Brady, portrayed with fiery brilliance by Alison Sweeney, has been a cornerstone of Days of Our Lives since her debut in the 90s. She's evolved from a scheming teenager to a complex woman who's worn many hats: mother, wife, businesswoman, villainess, and heroine. Her relationships have defined eras of the show: the epic love story with Lucas, the tumultuous marriage to EJ, the sibling rivalries with Carrie and Belle. Sami's absences have always been plot devices, allowing for growth off-screen, but her returns are legendary. Remember her comeback after the presumed death, or the time she exposed secrets that upended the town? This time, with the engagement twist, we're seeing a Sami who's perhaps more mature, yet no less dramatic. The newborn grandchild adds a generational layer, forcing Sami to confront aging and legacy. Will motherhood and grandmotherhood soften her edges, or fuel her protective instincts into overdrive? And the ambush on Egypt's not just revenge, it's reclamation. Sami's been burned too many times, and now she's back to rewrite her narrative. Speculating on the mystery fiancé is where the fun really amps up. If it's indeed an old enemy of EJ's, the implications are staggering. Let's consider candidates. First, there's Andre Dimmer. Wait, he's dead, but in soaps, death is rarely permanent. Or perhaps Tony, but that's family. More realistically, what about Xander Kyriakis? He's tangled with the Demaras before, and a union with Sami could spark a corporate war between Demara and Titan. Imagine the boardroom battles, the stolen secrets, the passionate interludes amid the chaos. Alternatively, it could be someone from outside Salem, a fresh face introduced to shake things up. Picture a charming billionaire with a grudge against EJ, sweeping Sami off her feet during her time away. Their engagement story might involve a chance meeting in Paris, a whirlwind courtship filled with yacht parties and midnight confessions. Sami, ever the romantic at heart, falls hard, but with her history, skepticism abounds. Is this man her true soulmate or a pawn in her game? The reveal at the party could include a surprise entrance by the fiancé himself, starting in with confidence only to face EJ's icy glare. Cue the dramatic music as fists clench, words fly, and the night ends in a cliffhanger that leaves us screaming for more. Beyond the personal drama, Sami's return ties into larger themes that make Days of Our Lives so enduring. Family, forgiveness, and feuds are at the core. The Brady-Demara rivalry, a staple since the show's inception, gets a fresh injection of adrenaline. Sami embodies the bridge between these clans. Berna Brady, married into Demara chaos. Her engagement could forge new alliances or deepen divides. Think about the ripple effects. Johnny might side with his mother, straining his relationship with EJ. The grandchild's future hangs in the balance, with custody whispers already circulating. Other storylines intersect. Perhaps Nicole's jealousy flares, or Chad Demara gets involved in the corporate angle. The writers have masterfully crafted this arc to interconnect, ensuring every episode builds on the last. As we wrap up this deep dive, though we could go on forever, let's reflect on what makes Sami's story so compelling. It's the drama, yes, the announcements, ambushes, and engagements, but it's also the humanity. Sami is flawed, fierce, and fabulous. She's us, amplified, making mistakes, seeking redemption, loving fiercely. Next week, as she steps back into Salem, we'll be there, popcorn in hand, hearts pounding. Will she return with her new husband? Will the lucky guy be EJ's nemesis, sparking a feud for the ages? Only time in the show will tell. Stay tuned to TV Days Drama Digest for updates, recaps, and more. What are your theories? Drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep the drama alive.